And this recipe is called the banana cream muffin. This is a great recipe for breakfast if you're on the go and you want to make something the night before for the next couple days to have for breakfast, then this is a great recipe to use. If you want to make it for a late night snack, then that is also a great time to make this recipe. And the third reason that you can use this recipe is if you're going to make some kind of treat or some kind of muffin for a family gathering, or when you're out with friends. This is a great recipe to take to a friend's house as well. So this is a really simple recipe. It's very clean, it's extremely healthy, and I'll share some of the ingredients with you and how this is made. I have some of the preparation done to make this video quick and to the point for you, but first what you're going to want to do in the first bowl, this is what the mixture looks like, and you're going to want to mix 1.5 cups of almond flour, and you can get this at your local grocery store, and it's usually in the health food section, and that's pretty much where you'll find it. And most local grocery stores carry this almond flour. You can also get it online if you really needed to. Then next, there's a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and then just a dash of sea salt. So that's going to be what's in this first bowl. Then in the second bowl, I have a mashed banana, so 1 banana mashed. There's 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of honey, and a 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil. And you want to make sure that you melt the coconut oil over the stovetop so that it's liquid and not a solid. You can also, mix butter in if you wanted to, if you didn't have any coconut oil on hand. And you can find all of these ingredients in your local grocery store. They're pretty easy to find. And if you can't find, any of these ingredients, then I would ask someone working at the local grocery store, because all of these are really well-known ingredients that you can find pretty much anywhere. So now that you have these two mixes together, and I have them divided because you want to mix the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients in 2 separate bowls. And then once both mixtures are mixed together, then you're going to want to mix the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. So you just want to pour the mixtures together. So once you got that in there, you want to just mix this up. You can also use a hand blender as well, make it go a little bit easier on you. And once you have this mixed up, all we're going to do is put it in these muffin liners, and then it's going to be pretty much good to go. Alright, so now we're just going to pour this into the muffin liners. And you want to fill it about 3/4 of the way. Alright, so once you have your muffins filled in, this is about 12 here, and this, I'm making a double batch, but this normally makes about 8 muffins. So if you want to make a double batch, it'll make 16. So once you have this filled, then you just want to put it in your oven for about 16 minutes. So you just want to turn your oven on and put it in for 16 minutes. And you can set it at 350, so I'll put this in the oven and then we'll see how it comes out. Alright, so I took the muffins out of the oven and they came out really well. I baked them for about 16 minutes, and what I did before I took them out was I took a toothpick and I stuck it in each muffin to make sure that each muffin was baked all the way through. And basically how the toothpick test works is, if you've never done it before, is you just stick the toothpick into each muffin, and when you pull the toothpick out, it should be clean. There shouldn't be any pieces of the mixture that we mixed up a little bit earlier in this video. It should be just, you stick it in, pull it out, it should be clean with nothing on it. So that's how you can test them to make sure they're cooked all the way through. So once you take them out of the oven, you can let them cool for about 5-10 minutes, and then you can start eating them or serving them to your guests or however you're going to be using them. Or you can save them for the morning. I would recommend putting them in a Ziploc bag just to keep them fresher as well. But I highly recommend this recipe. These came out really good. They taste great, and I think you're really going to enjoy them. So I'll post the link below this video in the description to this recipe, and I hope you enjoy it. It won't take you very long to cook, but let's try it out. These came out perfect. They're real easy to make, straightforward recipe, and let me know how they turned out for you in the comment section below this video.